Hello and welcome back to CapTV. My name is Wes and today we're going to be talking about art. Alrighty, and the Schumaker Gallery here at Capitol is one of the most important parts of campus. It's been a huge part of campus for years and it's just been a big thing here. So we sent Grace over to the gallery to tell you a little bit more about it.
Oh, hey, there's an art museum up here. I bet you know about the Schumacher Gallery. It's kind of a normal part of every Capitol tour, but have you ever actually been there? And if you have you ever thought about why all the art that's there is there? It's kind of random when you think about it. Like, what is this? Who put it there? How did we get it? Why is it here? Who decided to hang it where they decided to hang it? Does the artist even know that it's there? What about these guys? I mean, it just looks like a painting on a wall until you get closer and realize that, like, those are real people. And they exist somewhere. They're probably buried somewhere. But why is it hanging on the wall at Capitol? And especially when you get into some of this stuff. I mean, we don't even know the names of most of the artists that made all of these. A lot of them say unknown artist, unknown title, but we know what countries they come from. But why are they here? And also, who decides that this is art? A lot of this stuff is just artifacts that these people were making for some other purpose. But somebody decided that the students of Capitol really needed to see this. But who makes that decision? Who decides when something stops being functional and starts being art? This one is crazy to me because all of those little pieces are all some type of, like, clamshell. So they all belong to an animal at one point. Like, the lives of hundreds of animals make up this piece of artwork that didn't used to be artwork. It used to be ceremonial dress. And now it's in a random building in Bexley, Ohio. And nobody ever looks at it. This one's just one of my favorites, so I decided to put it in there. Some fish and birds, I guess. This one's cool because it's an advertisement and propaganda, no less. What makes it different from this painting that surely somebody commissioned to make them look cool? Who decided to hang them next to each other? Who decided what they had in common? This whole place, I mean, we could spend hours talking about every single artifact in this room. I mean, these are pieces that are hundreds of years old. And again, somebody decided that Capitol should have it. Somebody decided that these pieces needed to go in the top floor of a building built in the 70s. I mean, look at that. Somebody had to carve out every individual line that you see there. Hundreds of years ago. And stain every single individual piece. I mean, it's easy to see that this is art. Because it took so much creative time and effort. Somebody had to put significant thought into how this piece would work. Now compare it to this. There's a lot of people out there that say that this isn't art because they could do it themselves. My favorite response to that is, so why didn't you do it? If it's so easy, why didn't you do it? This person did it because they felt that it needed to exist. Same thing here. I mean, you might look at that and go, who cares? But that's literally a Roy Lichtenstein. Google him because you will be surprised that you know who that is. And we just happen to have one of his prints in this building. And you wouldn't have known that unless you went up there. And it's one picture in a sea of pictures that exist literally on this campus that you walk through every single day. Did Roy Lichtenstein know that it was going to be there when he made it? Probably not. What was his intention then? Where did he think that it was going to go? And was it a place like this? Did any of these artists think that their work was ever going to be here? What does it mean that it's here? I don't know. You should come check it out sometime.
Welcome back to CapTV.
Dude.
I'm John Ross. You recognize me from last year, our show. Wes has joined me on my painting journey today.
Yes,
so,
sir.
Today we're going to be painting a waterfall. I'm very excited for this. So let's go ahead and get started, Wes. Wes, what is your comfortability with painting?
Dude, I used to do a little painting. I dabbled here and there in high school. I haven't painted in a little while, so a little nervous to see how we get going here. But I'm sure with your leadership and guidance, there shouldn't be an issue. So
I have
I'm
to
real
let
excited.
you know you're in the big leagues now. All right? So let's go ahead and get started, all right? We're going to let this canvas speak to us. So nature, what does nature do? What does water do? It's always moving. So am I. So are you. Let's get started. We have plenty of colors here. We've got black, gray, white, all the essentials.
Titanium plat.
But we've got some blue in there. We've got some green in there. We want to paint some lively forestry. So let's go and start by grabbing your brush. Pick whichever one you choose, Wes. That is a great selection. I love it. Let's get started on the stones right now. I feel like starting with the water that's silly. So I've got gray sort of on the side here. I invite you to follow along.
Ooh.
So I'm going to do a little different technique here. See that? See that? Isn't that good stuff right there?
I'm liking that.
Yeah,
I'm liking
painting some rocks, painting some stone.
I get a little bit of
That's beautiful.
dark going on.
And of course, as always, we accent a little bit later. We don't need to do all that right now. We just need to focus on getting what we want on this canvas. Wes, I like your direction.
I'm working here.
That's good. That's good stuff.
I'm going to start with my darks and then go into my lights.
Sure. It really seems like you're trying to show me up.
No,
So
I'm not trying to
it's
show
weird.
you up in any way,
That's
shape, or
just
form,
a little weird,
Mr.
but sure.
Ross.
Yeah.
I feel like you know a little bit more about painting considering, Are you related to the Bob Ross?
I really don't want to talk about that right now. It's a sore topic, but that's fine.
He's got some copyright infringement issues.
No, stop. This is educational purposes, all right? Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Anyway, so we're going to start on this little stone here, But, Wes, I want to talk more about painting. You ever painted nature before?
Once or twice.
Yeah.
I'm more of a fan of the abstract sense of art. So
Sure.
as far as nature goes, not really big into that.
You draw any animals ever?
Dude,
That's my question.
I love painting animals. I love
Wow.
drawing animals. I actually had a really cool painting of a monkey that I was trying to find that I made to put for this show, but I could not find it, unfortunately.
What do you think happened to it?
I don't know. It made the governor's art show in high school, so that was kind of dope.
The
but,
governor.
The governor.
Michael DeWine. Is that who you're referring to?
I don't know if he was governor when I was at the show, but
Oh, okay. Perhaps it was John Kasich.
it was a governor.
Okay, it was a governor
a
of Ohio.
governor.
That's beautiful.
I don't
That's
think
beautiful
even
stuff
I don't
right
even
there.
think he judges. I just think he shows up, and that's pretty much it.
Sure, yeah.
But
Okay. Hey,
Artwork is
I wanted
artwork.
to check, but
hey,
that's great stuff. Honestly, Wes, I'm feeling real good about the stones right now. So
Stones.
I say, well, you're still working on it a little bit.
I'm still
So
working
you
on
know what? I'm just going to move on. If you're following along at home, which I invite you to do so. I'm going to grab the big boy here. Now, and dip a little bit of water on that thing. You see that? Wow. Now we're going to start with our blues, all right? I know I had a little bit to say about the blues, but Wes was such a big proponent of using the dark colors first. I can't help but join him. I love peer pressure. So
I love peer pressure is a crazy quote. We'll leave it at that, though. Still working on my stonage.
that's a crazy quote.
That is an awesome
That's what I'll
quote.
say.
That's a banger.
Wow. You see that? That's good water right there. It's like I said, it's flowing. We want to sort of mesh around this little outside piece there, But I'm really liking it. Wow, that's good.
We're getting
That's
somewhere with
good
it. We're
stuff
getting
right
somewhere
there.
here.
So we're gonna start on these little darker tones, and then we're gonna get the lights in there. But I think before we do that, I'm down to use another brush, but we're still working on the blues. I don't want to think too far ahead. Painting is just all about enjoying the process, enjoying the flow of things.
Ooh, like the water.
Like the water. Wes, you read my mind. Wow. You know, I think you have potential to do this painting stuff. I'll say it. I don't say that to everybody. I don't say that to everybody, so it's a little bit of an honor. So, and we're going to have the water sort of go up at the top. You know, we want to really, we're not trying to show too much. You know, we're supposed to hint that there is a top. We don't know where. And you know what? That's okay. What was that technique there? I saw a little bit of...
Got to face towards the camera here a bit more.
Sure.
Probably going to make it a little bit easier to see. I realize I'm facing away.
You know, but honestly, you really shouldn't be looking at the camera right now because you're supposed to be following along at home.
Oh, yeah.
But that's fine. If you didn't grab a little painting kit for this, what are you doing?
Dude, go ahead and grab one. If you ain't got painters, for all those watching, joining in at home, get some paint, get a canvas.
All those joining at home, catch up. Because you see this? This is some great progress we've made.
I'm going to need all my CapTV watchers of America to lock in.
All of our loyal viewers.
Loyal fans.
Yeah. So look at that. You guys see that? It's called art. So we're going to put this brush off once again. We're going to start on some greenery. Now I have the second biggest brush that I could find here because we want to really sell the depth of this greenery. Wow. You know, you were talking about abstract stuff. This painting might turn up a little more abstract than we intended.
You know, that's maybe not what we intended on at the beginning, but you know, we're here for it.
This kind of looks like that.
For a little bit of abstract art, you know, what can you do?
Looks like that Ed Sheeran album art right now that I have got, besides the green. Don't mind that.
Dude, shout out Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, big fan of Ed Sheeran.
Dude, Ed
Always
Sheeran's
invited on
actually
the
a
show.
big fan of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been on a few times.
That's only kind of true.
Dude, what's your favorite Ed Sheeran song?
I don't think I can name one.
I could name maybe one.
I bet he could name a few CapTV shows, though.
Hey.
Yeah. But anyway, enough Ed Sheeran
Enough
chatter.
Enough of him. Let's talk about what we're doing.
Let's talk about this beautiful painting.
The most important part.
You know, I think what I love most about this is how, with 4 colors, no, that's not true, 3. With 3 colors, you can really convey an image, you know? If that's not a waterfall to you, I don't know what is.
You know, I'm trying to get the flow look of water going.
The flow look of water.
What helps for those viewers at home, you take the little slanty side of your brush, the little pointed tip here, and here's what we're going to do. We're just going to dip it in a little bit of white and just get your highlights going in the water, you know?
You know, I think that's something that us as artists, we can agree to disagree. I think that's... I don't know what you're trying to do over there, but
I'm trying to make a painting here, all right? I don't know what you're...
I'll just let that speak. It speaks volumes.
Yeah, for sure. The water is flowing.
That's good stuff.
The water is flowing down here.
You know what? I liked the gray that I had going on here.
You know, you had a little gray
action. We're going to do a little bit more of blue.
I was a big fan of the gray.
Oh, wow. You see that? We're going to add a little bit of, a little three-dimensional to it right there. You see that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's painting, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude, I got to get my...
I'm not going to say I'm done, but looking pretty good.
You know, it's looking fantastic. Yeah. It's looking
It's
wonderful.
looking almost done. If it's not done, I
great.
think we're about there.
No,
but
we still got time, fella.
I'm not saying time. I'm just saying,
okay.
I mean, if you really, like, tilt your head a little bit, kind of squint your eyes, it's like it's really flowing at you. You know, this is a raging waterfall here.
Now I'm over here. I'm trying to get these, get my dark greens up in here.
I mean, if that's what you want to do.
You know, if you do a little curling stroke here, a nice little curling motion, you're going to get that feel of like a jungly leaf almost.
Or you could go for only the straight brush strokes like I am and convey feeling.
You know, my 6-year-old nephew, he's painted something very similar looking to that, I got to say.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Just gonna act like you didn't say that.
Right, I mean, I'm just all's fair in painting.
What do you? Yeah. Anyway.
Bob and whatnot. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is my attempt at a 5-minute painting waterfall. You got the waterfall, you got the leaves, you got some rocks, you got the water at the bottom. It's looking beautiful. We'll be right back with y'all after this break.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is John Kerr here at WXCU Radio, and today I'm playing my radio show where I play my own music on this station, which is really cool. You get to do that. And I get a bunch of feedback from callers coming in, and it really helps me with the overall mastering and other mixing aspects of the original final product. And it's a really great experience to be here, so you guys should really definitely think about joining it because it's awesome.
Here we go.
Yarn Club, the close-knit group you've been yearning to join.
I'm Chuck, and I play in a local band called Funkworthy. And as a local musician, I know the importance of radio. With WXCU Radio, you can listen to radio at a whole different level because they have these personalized shows. They take so much time to develop these shows and make them so that anybody can listen to them and grasp exactly what the DJs are talking about. That's what I love about WXCU.
Welcome back to CapTV. We're still working on our paintings over here, but that's not going to stop us from having the show. There's a lot of art here on campus that's not just defined by the gallery we have. We sent Tinos out, and he's going to show you a little bit more of campus art.
What's up, Cap Fam? I bet you guys didn't know that Schumaker isn't the only place with some art. So let me take you guys a couple places around campus to see some other beautiful pieces of art. Let's go. Okay, so we're gonna start in the ODI. Now, this piece right here is called Blind Specks. And it's by this artist right here. I can't really see it because it was written through the abstract. But as you can see, they have different cultures here. They have African Americans, they have someone behind the world, and they have this beautiful Chinese lady getting ready for whatever she has to do. And then they have more pictures of people behind open hose. Now, I don't know if blind spots is supposed to mean like we are blind to each other culturally or what, but this is a beautiful piece of art right here. Then we have this piece right here. I'm sorry about my fingers. I want to say this is Sacagawea, but I don't know for sure. I am a little bit on the slower side when it comes to history, so this piece here is very cool. Next, we have this marching piece. Now, this piece is called Parade on Hammond Street. As you can see, it was done in 1935, Washington, D.C. So this is another great piece inside of the ODI. If you've never seen it, come look at it. You know what I'm saying? Come see it for yourself. You don't have to, but it's published by Shorewood Fine Art Reproductions, Sandy Hook. So this is just two pieces around campus that are not in Schumaker. There are some more beautiful pieces around campus. Next place we're gonna go to is Sailor Ackerman Hall. Alright guys, we are currently in Sailor Ackerman Hall on the 3rd floor in the lobby. And here is one of the pieces in the lobby. It just looks like, I'm not gonna say it just looks like, because art is definitely something that you have to be within yourself. So this is a picture of like, just imagine just like open land and a beautiful blue sky. Like, that's what this represents. And whoever did this beautifully. But it's crazy because I did say other than Schumaker, it comes from Schumaker. I'm assuming it comes from Schumaker. It says download the gallery app. So, you know what I'm saying? This might be one of the pieces that should be in there, but they deserved, they decided to bring it to Sailor. But that's not the only one. So, we have another piece from here. Schumaker. This either is in Schumaker or they brought it here to advertise their beautiful art. But this is like a lake with trees. I like the way they color-coded some of the leaves on this side with the water and the reflection. Everything just looks good on this frame. Like, this frame is beautiful. Shout out to all the artists out there. Whoever made these pieces, you are excellent. Keep going. Now, we have not 2, but 3. 3. And this is like a representation of a sunset in the woody area. You know, you go down near a pond, you go fishing maybe, go swimming with your friends. And saying there's 2 people right there. It looks like those are 2 dogs maybe. Like 2 dogs there in a foresty area. You know, this is beautiful. But last but not least, my favorite piece in this whole room. Now I'm gonna have to go back around the table for this one. Now it's got the ping pong table. But look at this. This is just magnificent. Just look at it. Take your time. This piece is very beautiful to me. It kind of represents, for me at least, I'll see this piece as an African American showing emotion. And I don't know if that's a male or a female. I don't even know if that's really African American, but this just shows that it's okay to be emotional for me. You know what I'm saying? That's what it represents for me, because this person is just curled up, sitting out like in the free, just probably just thinking about things, or just who knows what they're thinking of, or who knows what they're going through. But this just shows that it's okay to be vulnerable sometimes. And that means a lot to me, because I've never been a vulnerable person. And it's hard for me to be vulnerable at times. But this piece, whoever made this, I really wish I knew who made this. Whoever made this piece, please, please, please continue to do art, because this is just outstanding. And it's literally one of my favorite pieces. I've never really been to Schumaker Gallery. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but I may have to go. If they have more pieces like this there, I'm definitely gonna go. So that's all for you guys that I have for other pieces of art around campus. If I ever want to see these for yourself, like I said, the ODI office and Sailor Ackerman 3rd floor lobby. And come play ping pong, you know, watch some TV, chill with your friends. That's all I got. I'm out.
Welcome back. I'm now joined with a few artists from around campus, and they're going to show off our work to us. So welcome in, everybody. Please introduce yourselves.
Thank you. I'm Madison. I am a 4th-year music tech major. I've taken art classes all throughout high school, and I recently took the painting and drawing class here at Capitol last semester.
Lovely. Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Wes. I'm a 3rd-year student here at Capitol. I'm a film student here, and I did a little bit of painting in my high school years. I don't really do that as much anymore, but yeah, I did some painting here and there.
Sure. Well, Madison, I'd love to start with you. Please show us some of your work.
Well, as I was saying earlier, most of my art is either at home in my basement or command stripped to my wall. So I brought my sketchbook, which, you know, I have some. This is what I drew during my painting and drawing class. We had to do 4 pages of drawing each week. So first piece I'm going to share is some She-Ra art. This is from She-Ra and the Princesses of Power.
Season 5, Adora. Great, love that. A little sketchbook tour here. This is Vi from Arcane, if anyone's familiar.
I'm not familiar.
Great
I
show.
believe that's the League of Legends show. Is
Yes,
that correct?
it
Okay.
is.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
coming out. The second season's coming out in November. So, some of this just random. We had to do like a couple pages of life drawings. So there's like some photos of or drawings of lamps and stuff. But
Sure.
I went crazy with like the shiny Pokemon and everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
about Pokemon.
Raikou, shiny Raikou.
Wow.
Classic.
Love it.
Good one. That one's always fun one. I did like some guitar headstocks.
Okay.
Fan of
Well,
that.
There's a few
Big fan of
pencil.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Wes,
Yeah.
you're a musician, so I'm sure the guitar sort of, you know.
that. You know, I love
Talk to
music.
you.
You know, that's an art in and of itself. But yeah.
We'll get back to that. We'll get
yeah.
back to some. I have some
Yeah.
music-related questions,
Oh,
but
oh.
Wes, please show us some of your art.
Yeah, so back here is my big old Batman. I did this senior year of high school. Took a couple months, but the canvas itself I built, handmade, nail and wood and everything. I stretched the canvas myself.
So I know Madison said 4 drawings a week. What was sort of your process with this? How long did a painting like that take?
Yeah, so I think the whole process from building the canvas all the way to like the finished product, I want to say about 3 months. But that was when I was in like high school art and I was working maybe like 2 hours a day.
Sure.
Or like, I think it was like 4 hours a week total. I only had it on like every other day.
What do we have here?
We got some
what are
other
we
artwork.
working
Yeah. Some abstract work here that I've done. This was fun. This is a little textured, so you can feel like all the different things going on here. And then we have this one here, which was made with spray paint and tape, which was a lot of fun to make, a lot of fun to do. Just goofy stuff that I worked on. And then this most recent one here, made in CapTV itself, valued already at like $320,000. So what can you say?
Shout out whoever taught you how to do
I know.
something
Shout
like
out
that.
the
I mean,
teacher,
wow.
whoever taught me that.
Smart guy.
Amazing.
But anyway, so we've seen a lot of the physical drawing, but I know that it can vary from artist to artist. So Madison, what would you say your favorite medium is for art?
Oh man, I really enjoy watercolor.
Sure.
I had a little trouble controlling it when I was younger, but now you study it a little bit and you're able to figure out how the water works and to let it dry before you add more layers, which is great. I also enjoy pencils and markers. I have really nice markers that I'm able to use to do like Pokemon and characters and stuff.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love acrylic paint. That's probably my favorite. Oil paint's just a little too messy, and watercolors, like I feel like I'm just not very good with. Acrylic paint, a lot of fun, but in the past year I've actually been doing a lot of photography, and I've been a big fan of that. So that's kind of what I've been doing mostly in more recent years, I guess.
Well, this sort of segues me into a question that I have because, you know, painting isn't your preferred mediums, you know, but how does it inspire you for, let's say, music or photography and film? How would you say that it inspires you, being able to physically put something on a canvas?
Well, I think for me, like, whether I'm working on stuff with my band or anything like that, I'm also at the point where it's more like it helps to step away from whatever one medium you're working on, whether that's guitar or photography or whatever, and then moving on to something else that kind of gives you, I don't know, broader spectrum of everything.
Well, great answer. I wish we had more time, but unfortunately that's all we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us on CapTV, and we hope to see you next week. Have a great night.